Ignore it. Where is with this green exisal though? The hatch is open as well, the cockpit is exposed. So this is how it looks on the inside, huh? It's small but big enough for one person. Oh, come on. Huh, how strange. Only the monocubs can turn off the electronic lock and open the hatch. Only the monocubs. Normally the monocubs are the only ones who can pilot the exisals. Normally being the keyword. Because of that electro hammer thingy, the electronic lock is all screwed up. Have you mentioned this to anyone else? Nope, no one's asked me about it either. And even if I had been asked, it would have been irrelevant information to you anyway. An electronic lock on the hatch that only the monocubs can disable. Which must be why only the monocubs can control the exisals. But if you could disable the lock, you could control the exisal. Don't talk to me. I'll give you afro air with my magic. It's not moving? That's because you used the electro bomb. After looking around the press I found... Oh, the power cord is cut. I see, so there's no power so the hydraulic press won't move. This can't be coincidence. The power cord was cut on purpose. This must be the work of the culprit. Great. We won't be able to check the body. I'm honestly a little relieved, but I shouldn't say that out loud. I should take another look at the controls, there must be some clue here. There's an emergency stop button. The press would have been stopped instantly if you used this. Well, if the culprit were planning this murder, they'd have no use for it. What concerns me more is the safety function. This hydraulic press should have had a safety function. If the infrared sensor detects a living thing, the press stops automatically. Well, it didn't stop when Ch5 tried before. Because he's mad. If the sensor detected a person, the safety should have stopped the press automatically. But it didn't. It looks like a machine used to paint exocells. There's a red exocell here. That remote control Kokichi has for the exocells. What is it exactly? Does he have that because he's the mastermind? And the trail is leading. It's coming from the bathroom. It looks as if it's coming from the bathroom. This bloodstain suggests something was dragged from the bathroom to the press. I guess we gotta go inside the bathroom. Now that I think about it. This is the place where Kaito was imprisoned. Kaito might have left some kind of clue here. No, he didn't leave anything, he might not be dead. Black case. Ah, this case. Some kind of weapon? This is the case from before, right? This is the same window from before. It's a small window and it doesn't open all the way. No one would be able to fit through here. I suppose if someone could fit through, Kaito would have escaped by now. Perhaps it's too small for a person, but an object could fit through. Crossbow arrow. There are arrows on the floor of the bathroom. 3 in total and blood on all of them. What is this? What happened here? Bloodstone. A puddle of blood in the center of the room and a swipe pattern from there to the door. What could this mean? Who knows? One of the crossbows from Maki's lab. Why is this here? There's a small bottle in the corner of the bathroom. It's empty. I feel like I've seen this before. The label has blood all over it. I can't read it completely. But I can see the word poison. And if it is poison, this bottle must be taken from my lab. I don't know who brought this here, but it definitely has something to do with this case. There were more clues than I thought there would be, and one is particularly concerning. Why is the crossbow from Maki's lab in here? And the 3 bloody arrows. Those arrows are definitely for the crossbow, but why are all 3 bloodied? And that bottle of poison, what could that have been used for? There's so much I don't know. This case looks like it's going to be tricky. Hey, what's that? Oh no, that's not the thing. I think there are still things investigating. Yeah? Explosion magic! The hydraulic press is down and there's blood in the area. If we use this to lift up the hydraulic press, we should be able to check the body. But the power cord has been cut, the press won't move. In that case, we won't be able to check the body. Yeah. I am kind of worried that one of us is the culprit. And also, what else concerning me right now is... What am I supposed to be doing? So what am I supposed to be looking for out here? What's this? The sleeve has a single small hole in it. What could this be? Oh, the coat. I was supposed to look at the coat. I suppose that's all about all the information I can deduce from the hydraulic press. I can't check the body, so I don't have many clues to work with. Have to find more clues elsewhere. Oh man, I still can't deduce who the victim is. I need more clues. I should investigate other areas. But what about the hangar? I mean, the rest of this place. The alarm system is off. It must still be affected by the electro bomb. Uh-huh. Oh, Kibo. I think I'm starting to feel a little better now. Sorry to worry you. I was a bit worried. I'm glad you're feeling better.
あのさ、
There was something I needed to ask Kibo. Hey, Kibo. Before we went into the hangar this morning, you said... Tried to talk to him... You tried to talk to him on your own? Sorry, I thought it would be preferable for him to release Kaito peacefully. How did it go? No response at all. But I did witness a few things. What exactly did you see? Yes, since we were in a hurry, I only told you about the exocell returning to the hangar. Yes, you said the exocells could pass through the alarm system and barrier to the hangar. I never imagined something like this would happen, so I didn't mention it before. But before I saw the exocell, I saw someone heading towards the hangar. You saw someone. I saw Himiko.
あれは僕が自分の研究教室で大間くんを説得するための文章を考えていた時なのですが、彼女がこの格納庫に向かっていくのが見えました。しかもその手には黒い袋のようなものを持っていました。
黒い袋のようなもの。
僕は
At the time, I assumed she was going there to examine things or plead with Kokichi.
ですが
And since she came back later, I didn't think much of it. But after seeing her reaction this morning, I started to get a little suspicious.
なぜ
She was acting like she had something to hide.
そうだね。
It's not that I want to suspect her.
あのさ、
True, it is suspicious. You said you saw her come back as well. Was she holding the bag at that time? Now that I think about it, she didn't. So she had it coming in but not leaving. It has to be. That black bag Himiko was carrying was... by the way, this is a little off topic, Shuichi, but... The reason I wasn't feeling well may have been due to the electro bomb. But it was because of the electromagnetic particles, not because I'm a robot. So what I experienced was akin to an allergic reaction such as hay fever. So it could have affected a human the same way. Being a robot had nothing to do with it. Right. So that thing Himiko said was bothering him. He really is a bit too sensitive. You don't say. This is the control panel that controls the electric barrier protecting the hangar. We hit it with an electro hammer, so it isn't operational right now. What are these marks here? It looks as if it's been struck by something sharp. What could these be? Oh wait, how were they even able to damage this in the first place? Getting near the control panel should have caused the alarm to go off. You have to turn off the alarm before you even get close. How did the person who did this get near the control panel? Yeah, it is a mystery. So, what about the exosols? It's not moving. Oh. There's an electro hammer here. But why? And it's out of power, it must have been used. But used for what?
あのさ、
確か
Oh man. Exisals protecting Monokuma for some reason. Kokichi said he was the mastermind, the Exisals should have been around him. So why were they still protecting Monokuma? And 4 of them too.
ムキーっていうかさ
I noticed that you came this way last night, Shuichi. You were acting all sneaky, weren't you?
やだな
But you didn't need to sneak around, because the Exisals wouldn't have attacked you.
だって
What are you saying? We didn't have to sneak?
ちょっと
I meant about the Exisals not attacking us. Oh, at the time the Exisals were on autopilot and directed to only observe me. Their movements are more limited now that the Monocubs aren't around to pilot them. Autopilot? You mean the remote control that Kokichi has? Yeah, that's pretty much it. So the Exisals were being controlled by Kokichi's remote control.
あのさ
But they were focusing on Monokuma. Why are you telling me all of this? This puts the person controlling you at a disadvantage. But we're not talking about that, we're talking about this. Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, the class trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys. So you share it instead. That way it will be fair to all the participants. So someone else besides me knows this. Why wouldn't they share this information?
そうそう最高にポップだね
This information about the Exisals could be a clue to solving this case. I should remember this. Honestly, the more evidence I find, the more I dislike this. What? I should check around the hangar. Yeah? What exactly did I witness here? I know for certain that the Exisals are being controlled by Kokichi's remote control. But why were they focusing on Monokuma? The only way to get into this hangar is through the shutter. The hangar shutter. There's a security alarm here. You have to use the alarm remote to disable it to get near the shutter. If you come near the shutter without the remote, a loud alarm would go off around the entire academy. We had to use an electro bomb to disable the sensor and the alarm. That's how we got into the hangar. Now that I think about it, there were 3 electro bombs total. One was stolen by Maki, but what of the other 2? That's about all I was concerned with in the hangar. But I still don't have enough clues, there have to be more. The other places might yield some clues are Maki's lab and my lab. The crossbow in the bathroom, the bottle of poison.